Hello, social sellers. Welcome to a new episode about creating your hypnotic exponential offers to change the way you sell in your business and to change the way you deal with your customer, to turn your business into a human experience practice where you don't only sell a commodity or a product, but also you sell offers that change people's lives, that impact the community that you live in and every single community that you serve with your offer. So I'm going to share with you today an important business model I used, and I came up with this business model after a couple failures in previous businesses, and also I saw the same pattern with the clients I have served with time. So I'm going to share with you that business model, how you can use it, how you can apply today in your business and keep that business model into practice in every single task that you need to achieve in your life and also in your business. Not only in your business, but anything that you also do within like everything that you do around you in life or in the community or even in a volunteering job, or if you have a job, how you can apply that in your company that you work with. So that's business model that I call the human experience practice business model. And it takes you like from the time you want or you think about creating a product or creating an offer, how you can advertise, how you can market that product, how you can like offer that product, how you can present that product in a way that makes sense to your customer, give them the meaning, what's in it for them, because this is the most important. Like your customer will look at your product, will look at your solution, will look at your offer as like, what is it in it for me? What's the meaning for me in that offer? What kind of feeling it gives me? What kind of new way of thinking it gives me? What is the new result it gives me? So your customer will look at your offer on the desired or the future dream that you can sell that customer, or they can see in your offer. So let's dig right in and the business model, and I will make it a full screen so it becomes very clear to see. And like every single time you need to create like an offer or to create a solution or even to apply a task in your business, I will go in the same sequence that you're going to see on this Excel sheet. So I will go through the sequence and then I will explain it, and after that I will give you an example how it works for your business, but also what it means for your customer. So you bear that business model in your mind every single time you want to serve a customer, every single time you want to produce or create a solution or a product or an offer, so you can do the right thing and you don't miss any important part of that sequence. Because you will see that most business owners, most entrepreneurs, they create part of that process and they miss some part of it. And if you just like miss one part of it, it's going to be like super stressful, because you're going to mess in the sequence of communication or communicating that offer or that product or that solution to your customer. So we'll start with the process with information, and I'll fix information with information, and then practice after that, how you can practice that information, what it means to practice that information, what is the investment. And every single time I say investment, I mean the three currency: money, time, and energy. And if you need more information about those three currencies, you can go back to my previous episodes, my previous like video training that I talk extensively about those three currencies. Because at the end, when your customer pay you with money to buy an offer, to buy a product, they don't only pay you with money, they pay you with their energy, with their feeling, with their emotions, with their status, with their even like ego at most point, and also they are paying you with their time, because they're going to invest in your solution to use that solution, regardless what is the solution. Even you are selling shirts. So today I'm going to give you an example about how that apply for a retail store that sells shirts. So, and then the delivery method. The delivery method is how you're going to deliver that solution, how you're going to communicate that solution of that offer or product that you're going to sell to your customer. Because remember, before your customer buy your product, you always focus on the problem result, problem desired situation, problem the dream. This is how you sell. You don't say I focus on the problem solution, and this is the killing mistake that most people do in their business. They focus so much on the solution, and when you focus on the solution, it means that you are talking about yourself, and nobody wants to hear anything about you. They want everything about themselves. So the thing that you want, or when we say like put yourself in the shoes of your customer, it means that you need to communicate the dream that your customer they want to buy from you. Put yourself in the shoes of your customer means like you have to figure out how you can communicate the future result, that how we can help your customer to picture that future result and like from the future right now. So before you sell always on the problem result. After you sell, after your customer buy your offer, now it comes what we call your methodology, your blueprint. What are the steps they can use your product, your offer, so they can get that outcome? So that is super important to distinguish between what is the method and what is the product, what is the method and what is the offer. So people mix that and get confused so much in that process. And this is why, like, we have a lot of struggle in different businesses and different markets, especially when it comes to markets where the competition is so fierce. So I will give you, when I give you the example, you can see exactly what I mean by each one. So after the delivery method, now your client started to apply your offer or started to apply your methodology. Now, what I call the elevated you. So you have to elevate the feeling of your customer. How to do that? Remember, when your customer comes to you, they come to you with a problem. This is why they need to buy your product. This is why they need to buy your offer or your solution, because your offer or your solution is going to solve that problem. And because they have a problem, when they come to you, they are super stressful. They have limiting belief. They have negative thinking. They have negative feeling. So they come with lots of negative. Your job, after they buy your product, after they come across your methodology, what are the step-by-step to apply? You have to elevate their negative energy to something positive. This is what we call elevate the energy, not just like turn the negative into positive. Excuse me. So that is like super important. You have to identify like what is the feeling that your client wants to buy. So if you can do that correctly, that creates like a big change in the way you sell your products. And I'm talking about selling any product that comes to your mind. If you're selling ice cream or selling shoes or massage, or you're selling dentistry, or you're selling consulting, or you're selling cars, or you are selling real estate, or you are selling like, I don't know, like you're shoveling the snow outside. Today we have lots of snow, by the way. It's beautiful here in Halifax. So whatever you are doing in your business, whatever you are selling, you sell on that feeling. And to get to that feeling, you have to go through all those steps and sequence. So after you elevate the feeling and after you understand how to elevate that feeling of your customer, now you need to understand, did you do a good job? Like, what are the KPIs? What are the measurements? How you can measure? How you can understand like what happens? It was good for your customer, or it was bad. And I, like, today I posted an article, and I called this article like why coaches and entrepreneurs they feel offended. And the reason I wrote this article, because of the specific points. Like, people, they go in business, like either in coaching or in any kind of business. And remember, like any kind of business, you do always coaching and training. So they miss like what kind of KPIs, what are the measurement, how they can measure their success, what are the elements they want to elevate in the feeling of their customers. Because when you elevate the feeling of the customer, it means you are transforming the way they think, you are transforming the way they feel. When you do that, you feel good. You feel good. Also, you transform the way you're thinking and the way you feel, because you are impacting other people's lives. You are helping other people to change their lives, no matter what the product or the offer that you are selling. So we sell on the human experience. We sell on the human level. We sell on the feeling level. We sell on elevating negative feeling to positive feeling. We sell on elevating the limited or the limiting belief or the limiting program or the limiting subconscious mind that we have, and we turn that into something positive. And what people misuse, they misuse those two. They misuse how they can elevate the emotion or the feeling of their customer. And this is why in the industries of real estate, insurance, like those, and car dealership, with respect to those industries, when they push product on their clients, they, instead of they elevate the feeling, what they do, they create more negative feeling. Even the customer buy the product, they don't find or they don't feel that positive feeling, because they felt more negative, like they lost more of their status. They triggered like something negative even on their ego side. So you have to make sure that you understand this part, and you understand how you can measure like your methods, how you can measure every single step. And after that, you also need to measure like what are the profit, what are the results based on the measurements that you set up. So the measurement could be like if someone is selling like shirts, for instance, like the measurements. Let me show you an example. For instance, could be like what is the return on the money invested, like what is the return on the time invested, what is the return on the energy, on the lifestyle. So the returns. Remember, like when your customer invests with you, they invest with you on money, time, and energy, and the return should be also on money, time, and energy. And this is why we have ROI, the return on time, on money, the ROTI, the return on time invested, and ROE, which is the return on the energy. So with that being said, like you need to measure the profits, like what are the profits based on the money, time, and energy. So everything that you do, it has to communicate those three currencies at every single step. And also remember, as business owner, and especially right now doing everything online and doing everything digital, like what is as a result, what is that you can create from that process, like or like what I call the digital real estate assets, which is like how you can automate, how you can digitize every single repetitive task or repetitive information or repetitive methods or repetitive blueprint. So how you can automate that and put it as digital assets so you can sell it on autopilot. Like you don't have to have those in first place, but you have to build those on the go. The more you build of those, the more you can grow exponentially your company. And most people, they don't do that correctly. Most companies, what they do, they create one guide here, like random webinar there. They create a cheat sheet that's, I don't know, like how they decide on that cheat sheet. So every single, like you have to always review all your process, and you have to decide from your practice what is the thing that you keep repeating, what is the information or task or process or blueprint that you keep repeating that you should automate at some point. And when you automate it, it becomes a digital real estate asset. Digital real estate asset, it means that you create that product one time, it sits on your website, or it sits on your sales funnel, or it sits digital somewhere, and you can sell that on autopilot 24/7, 365 day a year. So it means like it sells by itself, and no matter what the price is, no matter how much you want to charge, like even if you charge just like $50 for a product, if you sell that on autopilot, like for the next couple years, like 5 years or 10 years, imagine how much money you can create just on autopilot. Like you don't have to be there anymore. So you have to think, like in business, you should not produce always the product. You should not produce the service yourself over and over every single day. So if you're selling pizza, you should not cook your pizza for the next 50 years. If you are an accountant, you should not do accounting services every single day for the next 50 years. You should start thinking, what are the automated, what are the repetitive questions or information or tasks I do with my clients, or even I do with my employees, how I can automate that, and how I can create my digital assets out of this. So keep that in mind, that the digital real estate assets, when you create that in your business, this is the way you create 100% profit. This is the way you can grow and scale your business 10x. And this is the way you can go exponentially in your business. If you don't do this, you can still do money, you can still do some profit, but you're going to be limited with a cap. You're going to reach a plateau. You're going to reach a ceiling where like your life goes flat. Even if you are making millions, if you reach that plateau and making just like 1 million every single year, now this is what we call like flat life. This is the flat ceiling, and you end up with what we call the depression or the business depression. Because in life, in business, in everything that we do as a human being, we should grow every single day. And if you lose that kind of growth, that kind of scaling on the human level, you don't grow every single day, at least like 1%, it means you're going to reach that plateau. You're going to, or like in what we call the depression or anxiety or the stressful life. This is why we get disease. This is why we get sick. This is why we get unhealthy. When you start experiencing those, it means that you have reached a plateau in whatever you are doing on daily basis. So if you are unhealthy in your job, review what you're doing in your job, because you have reached that plateau. If you meet a client and that client has like a couple pounds extra, not like obese or like overweight, like it means that client reach a plateau and somehow on a certain side in their business. So you need to understand the health side, the body side, like how we look, at least from the outside. It reflects a lot about this plateau, about the stress level that human beings or your clients or you're going to experience in your business or in your life. I will give you an example, like how it looks like, what it means, like what this method means exactly. By the way, like if you have any question, put that in the comment section. Like put your questions. I like to see how you can practice that in your business. Also, come back to me like how you have practiced it, and maybe also I can learn from your experience, experiencing or from your experience practicing this business model. So again, this business model I came or I discovered it, or I put it together after like so many different failures in my previous businesses that they cost me like so much money, so much energy, and so much time. But thankfully, I discovered like how I should put those components together. I'm applying this method or this business model also with my clients, and they're like my clients are getting like very good results with that, because at least it map out, it gives them a visual. What is the process from the time they produce an information or a piece of information? A piece of information, just like how you can communicate something basic through an article or post or social media post with your clients. Ending up how you can sell your method, like after how you can serve your client after they buy your offer, after they buy your solution, after they buy your product, and after that, how you can understand what kind of feeling, how you have changed, how you have impacted the life of that customer. And at the very end, when you do all that process, what is the digital real estate asset that you have created from that task or from that process or from that practice with your client or even like within your company. So I'll give you the example. Information means like how we're going to communicate, how we're going to present that offer to your audience. And usually, like the very common one online, we can present that through articles or through posts. And if you can see like my posts on daily basis or on medium.com, for instance, you can get an idea how I communicate my ideas, how I communicate my blueprints, my even like my mission, how I communicate that to my audience. So the communication of the information piece is super important at the beginning. After that, you have to decide like what is the practice, like what I'm going to show them. Like, all right, I wrote a post, I wrote an article, but about what I'm selling. And in this example, I'm talking about selling clothing, like it is a retail store that sells shirts, pants, whatever it is, or like more fashion. So you decide like my practice is to show like my audience how to wear a shirt to get a specific result, how to wear a shirt like when they go for an interview, how to wear this shirt to feel such and such and such when they go to negotiate a business deal. You have to decide exactly what is the practice. Depends on your niche market, what is the need on that niche market. And then you decide like what is the investment needed to create such of like selling this product. So is it like 2K a month for a shirt, or is it like $20 a month, $20 per shirt, whatever it is? Like what is the investment needed? So the investment always goes in the money, time, and energy. So if your shirt costs, for instance, like $100, so $100 in money, how much time do they invest to understand, like to practice to get that result? Could be like less than an hour to understand how to wear this shirt, how to practice using that shirt to close a business deal or whatever it is. And what is the investment, like what is needed of their energy to invest? The energy is always, it is the feeling, and sometimes it is hard to identify, but it comes from your practice. It comes when you start talking to your customers to understand like their response, what they are feeling, what they are communicating, what kind of emotions and feeling they communicate with you when you get their feedback on your product that you sell. What is the delivery methods? So you deliver all those like information, they practice through Facebook ads, for instance. But after they click on the Facebook ads, like what is your own method? So what is your method step by step? So you tell them step 1, this is what you should do. Step 2, this is what you should do. Step 3, this is what you should do, and you keep going. Like you can have like 3 steps, you can have 2, you can have 20. It depends on what is the blueprint, what is the path that your client they have to follow to get the benefit of using that shirt. And this is like very simple example. Like it goes on something super simple, but also it goes on something very complex, like selling coaching, selling courses, selling education, selling more complicated solution or products. It works like everywhere. So what is the elevated you? What is the elevated feeling? What is the positive elevated feeling that you can create in your customer? So for instance, like to become more fashionable, to have an influence, to be more confident, to be more powerful. So you need to decide what are the feelings that you need also to communicate with your clients so they can understand, or you can give them stories. Like you don't tell them you're going to feel like more confidence. You give them stories to communicate those kind of feelings. You give them stories of previous clients. So this is the easiest way to communicate what you want to communicate, or to communicate that kind of feeling for your customers. So what are the KPIs? Always, your customers are always investing with you in money, time, and energy. They invest with you in the three currencies. So now, in terms of return, you should I understand like what are the measurement based on the money. This is the return on investment, the time, the return on time invested, and on the energy or the lifestyle. This is the return on the feeling. This is the return on the positive feeling, on the positive emotion, on the positive like identity, on the positive status. So after that, you identify, all right, so now I know what is the return on the three currencies they have invested with me. Now, what are the results? So how my customer, they're going to picture that result, or how even like you as a business owner, you're going to understand those kind of profit. Remember, in a previous episode, I also spoke about the four profits, but I only highlighted the three. So profit is not only the return on the money. It's not only the cash that you put in your bank. The cash that you put in your bank is what we call the achievement. It is like something tangible. Even like the cash sometimes is digital, but achievement is what you can get directly from your product. So when your customer buy your shirt, like literally the achievement profit is just like a piece of shirt. It is a piece of pant. It is a piece of shoes. It is an online course. It is a like tooth filling, whatever like you are selling. So the achievement is the actual feature and benefit of your product. And that is essential to understand, because most people, they think the achievement is everything. This is what people want. And they start talking about the transformation and fulfillment, and nobody knows what those like mean in first place. So the achievement is the benefit and the features of your product. They are the benefit and features of your offer. The transformation, it happens in the mindset, like how you can help your client elevate the way they think. And this is super important. The mindset doesn't happen with your product. The mindset happens when the information and the practice, how they practice the information, how they practice the knowledge that you are sharing with them. Remember, I always say in every single business, if you're selling pizza or selling retail, or you are selling education, or you are selling innovative products, or you are politician, or you are like those kind of gurus, you are always coaching and training. When you go to a retail shop to buy a shirt, like the first thing they do with you, they start talking, they start sharing information, they start giving you training and coaching how you can match colors, how you can match the shirt with that pant or whatever it is. So literally in every single business, what you are doing, you are not selling products and commodities, you are selling coaching and training. When you sell the coaching and training in the right way, now it becomes much easier to sell the product itself. So the return on the transformation or the profit that is related to the mindset is like how you can help your customer feel powerful, how they can change the way they think, how they can change the way they think about using this shirt to get that job, or to get that business deal, or to get to get on a date with that future partner of their life, or whatever it is the reason. So you have to understand that the features and benefits will not affect the mindset. The transformation is what what it affects the mindset. The fulfillment happens on the feeling. It happens like in neuroscience right now, we know that the fulfillment happens on the heart side. So this is when your customer trusts you, they become confident about you, and this is when we say like your customer becomes loyal. So your customer not like does not become loyal based on the achievement, based on the product, based on the features and benefit. They become loyal after they spend time with you. That will not happen like during the first day. That takes time. So you have that happens instantly. That happens like quite after the achievement. but the fulfillment, they have to go through like your process. They have to stay in your community for longer time, to trust you, to build that confidence, and then to build that kind of self-fulfillment from everything that they come across you, not only about your offer, but the most important, about the knowledge, that the coaching and the training that you are sharing with them. So understanding the three profits is very essential, because people misuse or misunderstand how those work in first place in their business. So literally, I'm giving you gold in this episode. If you like this episode, just give me like a shout out or say hi. Just, I need to know, like, if there some people are listening and understanding what I'm saying. So I'm not just like talking in this space. Sell the notion, yes. By the way, Lee, like, thank you so much. Lee joins like my show every single day, and she also participates, and that makes me like feel good. So this is a good fulfillment in that process. So thank you so much, Lee, for your participation and for your questions and comments. So with that being said, after you do all that process in the right way, now it is time to think or to rethink all your process, everything that happened from the information side until your profit side on your business and on your customer side. And you have to understand, like, what now, like, what is the repetitive blueprint or information or task I keep doing in that process with my customer, so I can digitize that in a mini course or mini workshop, or like a guide or ebook. So I can start creating my digital real estate assets. And when you create your digital real estate assets, this is when you start making 100% profit. This is when you're going to scale your business 10x. This is when you're going to scale your business to 6 figures, 7 figures, 8 figures, 100 figures. This is when, like, people become millionaires and billionaires. This is what Warren Buffett, like all those like big guys, though, this is what really they are investing in. This is what they are creating. Grant Cardone, all those, like Tony Robbins, this is what they are creating on the back end in their business, and nobody tells you what they are doing. So this is how bad it is sometimes with those guru coaches. So thank you, Valentina, for joining. Great information as always. Thank you so much. You are so kind as always. And Lee is saying, like, the live video this way is really relaxing. Thank you so much, Lee and Valentina, and every single one who is joining every single day the live show. But if you are watching the replay, also I like to get your feedback. I like to get your comments on every single day that or the live that we do, or I do every single day. If you have any idea about or any question about how to create a hypnotic exponential offer, or how you can scale your business at 100% profit or at 10x plus rate, how you can reach the 6 figures, how you can reach the 7 figures in your business, how you can reach the 8 figures in your business, post that or DM me, and I will be happy to create new videos about those topics. With that being said, like, remember, review this video always. Don't just like skip, go home and do nothing, because you may get excited about the information, but if you don't practice it, you're going to lose that information like by tomorrow. Listen to every single video I do. If they interest you, make sure to review that video over and over and over and over again. The more you review, the more you can like start understanding how you can practice that in your career, how you can practice that in your business. What are the outcomes that you can start to create from this business model that I have shared with you today, that I call the human practice or the human experience practice business model. So review this video, review that business model. It is super important to apply this model because it changed my results in my business and also in my life. It is changing the results of my clients in their business, and my clients are making offers that they sell like without like even without any second thought of their customers. And they are giving me like so much like good testimonials on that specific component by itself. So so if you like what I do, join my Facebook group, invite your friends to join my Facebook group. And this Sunday, I'm going to create an exclusive, crushing 1 hour or plus topic. So I will share that with you by tomorrow. With that being said, thank you so much for joining me for today. Enjoy a great, beautiful end of today and great weekend. If you have any question, DM me or comment in the comment section, and I will see you Sunday with a new topic, with a new question, or this like extensive 1 hour training. This is George, and I will see you on Sunday. Cheers.